Hello everybody, I'm your host Akuma. Welcome back to another episode of Morrowind. In today's episode, we are going to do a little bit of Mages Guild work, mostly Mages Guild work for us, but if we have enough time left over, I don't know how long the first chore is going to take, we are going to do hopefully two. But definitely the first chore will be for us. Now you might be saying, where the heck am I? Well, let me show you on my map. We are in the Valenverion Chamber, a very interesting place to start off at. But here's where we are on our map. Over here is the Ursulaku camp. Propylon Chamber of Valenverion. Now, we can get here two ways. We have to walk out here, which is what I did, or you can teleport here if you have the Valenverion Propylon Index, and you teleport here via one of two other Propylon Chambers. To get the index, you have to go to the Ursulaku camp and steal it from the Body Mesa. We don't have it, and I don't know if it's something I'm actually going to want to steal. Maybe in the future, but for now, this is where we are, and this is what's going on. There is a person here who has no idea what she is thinking, and she is actually very friendly to us. In fact, she is so friendly.
I find myself in pleasant company. Please share your thoughts.
Yeah, she's very friendly. She's willing to borrow with us, and she has all Grandmaster equipment, which I have bought a Grandmaster's Calcinator from her which was the only piece of alchemy equipment we did not have Grandmaster for. So now our alchemy apparatus stuff is as high a level as it can possibly get. Unless you get the secret Grandmaster stuff, but that isn't in this game, it's only in the code of the game. So unless you use like a console cheat to get to it, you can't get it. And I'm playing on the Xbox, so no console cheats. However, aside from that, she's also willing to offer us training. And there's something very special about this lady. She is the master trainer in alchemy, which means she has a skill of 100 in alchemy, and she is willing to teach us up to get up to level 100 in alchemy. I have gotten training from her enough to level up, and I am going to get training from her again to level up because it's going to be quite a while before we need to get to that point again, or it might not be too long, but I decided we're going to get some alchemy training today. Aside from that, she's also a trainer in conjuration and mysticism, and she's no slouch there either. She has a skill of 81 in each of those, and will again train us up to those levels. She is a very excellent trainer in all three of these themes. It's incredible. So now that I have gotten some training from her, I am going to take a quick nap and level up. And we're not going to get too much increases, although I guess we are, because for some reason both our intelligence and willpower went up. Okay, was not expecting that. So I'll definitely get some bonuses in those, increase our speed by only 2 points. And I'm going to get some training from her again real fast, because, well, even though our alchemy skill is very high level right now, we may need to have it higher at an eventual point, and it takes quite a while to get to her. And why do I want training? Well, because we're in the Mages Guild and we are trying to get advancement. That's really the only reason I came out here. We could also get some training in like conjuration or mysticism and get our skills up to that level, but alchemy is also one of our main skills, which means that only alchemy, if we increase it, can we increase in our skills to level up. The other two will count towards skill increases when we level up, but they won't help us to gain levels. So we'll take another nap. And once again, we can level up, except we don't have any increases here, which is very odd to me. Okay, I was not expecting that, so we can improve whatever the heck we want. I say, endurance should go up, personality should go up, and luck. Of course, luck. And that's all I have to do in this particular section. Now we're going to get on to what we need to do, but we're going to have to go into sneak mode to get out of here, I think. Am I a sneak? Yes, I am. Because this place is filled with hostile orcs. Hostile orcs that I really have no intention of fighting. Not right now anyway, because, well, they have very high level equipment. And I can kill them, and I can gather their equipment to sell, but their equipment is quite heavy. It's worth a very good price, but it's heavy. And I can't carry them all. I did kill one orc, and I got her equipment, which is, as you can see, quite a lot here, but it doesn't give me a whole lot of room to work with in terms of carry weight. So yeah, I'm not going to kill any more orcs. Now, at the end of last episode, we figured out that in order to advance to wizard rank, not only do we have to have jobs done, not only do we have to have the skills for it, we also need a wizard staff. There are very few wizard staffs in the game. Staves? I probably should say staves, but they're called wizard staffs. You know, whatever. Anyway, we need to find one of these, and there are not that many. Now, we could go all the way back down to... where is this place down here? I can't remember the name for some reason. Aldrune. We can go back down to Aldrune Mages Guild or Balmora Mages Guild, where we were at last episode, and get the details of what we need for a wizard staff. But I'm all the way out here right now, and one of the closest places to get a wizard staff is right here in a cave called, get this, Sud. S-U-D, Sud. Yeah, weird name. So I propose that we could go back and get some more data entries for a journal, but why make the trek all the way back there, get some information, then come all this way again? I say to that, no. So let's go off to Sud. Is that a... No, that's a call-up. I thought it was a droog for a second. I was like, ooh, I want some droog wax. Actually, speaking of droog wax, I noticed something very interesting when we were leveling up. Before you guys got here anyway. I leveled up in alchemy so much that now whenever we try to inspect any of our ingredients, we can see all 4 ingredient aspects. This is a very, very good thing. It means that we know what everything needs to make anything. If something can make a potion, we will know it. That means that Saltress, I've been making restore health potions with it forever, but now we can see it gives us restore health. Awesome. Excellent. Love it. And as long as I'm in my inventory, I say water walking. Maybe I should have gone through my potions to figure out which one I should have drank first, but okay, you know, whatever. I've already got this one going, so let's just roll with it. So we're going to pass by a little bit of an island. Unless that was that I passed back there, or that's it right there. I should probably check my map. Nope, this one is it right here. We need to go on the right side of this island, head a little bit north. So by going up the river, we'll keep an eye on the right side. Hopefully water walking will not run out too soon, and we should spot a little bit of a beach here where we can, access Sud, which should be where we have just now arrived. Die, mud crab, die! I used gold brand on a mud crab. Okay. Well, I can also use it on a shark. Give me a shark. Close enough. And from here, looks like there's somebody. It looks like it's a scamp. I don't care about a scamp. We need to stay pretty close to the beach if we're going to find Sud. Looks like it might be here on the right, because this looks like a very good place to hide something. That should be it right there. Sud. Alright, here we go. I need a wizard staff. Oh, there's something in here. Okay! Doesn't this just sound lovely? Well, let's see if I can begin increasing my sneak skill by a little bit. Man, I can move fast even when I'm sneaking. This is amazing. There should be only one person in here who has the item we need. Well, there's only one item, but I mean, like, we're only gonna find one wizard. Or a higher rank, anyway. So, wherever the person is, I will find her, I will kill her, and I will take her wizard staff for my own. Where are you, little lady? There are sounds everywhere, and oh goodness. I think we just found something of particular interest. Very particular interest. This cave is not just a cave, it seems. Huh, can I jump over there? There's probably nothing, but... Oh, there is something. Hi there! Skeleton smash. Can I not activate you? Oh, there we go. Skeleton archer. Well, I do need some arrows, so thank you for that. Iron arrow, I'll take them with me. If I have to, I'll drop them, because I do have some... Ouch. I do have some better arrows. This skeleton archer dies. This one dies. Perfect. Okay, I'm starting to think that The reason why this person is, well, I'll just go ahead and spoil it. They tell you about this person and this cave when you ask about the wizard staff, because this person is a rogue wizard. I got stuck in the ground. Lovely. This person is a rogue wizard who does not really deserve their Mages Guild qualifications anymore. So they said, you know what, if you really want one, hi there, you can go kill her and we'll call that good. Just take her wizard staff and that's fine. That's good enough. Yeah, good luck with that. So it looks like this person might be a necromancer, and that's why they'd say, yeah, just go kill her and you'll be good. What's her name? Goranea Andrano. My goodness. Wait a second, Andrano? I think we have found an Andrano ancestral tomb a while ago and been there a time or two. That's cool. Silver Viper Blade is, not too worth it, but I'll take it for now. Exquisite Stuff, Ring of Knuckleluck. That's kind of fun to say. Say it yourself, right now, Knuckleluck. Okay, some of you did. Spirit Charm isn't bad, gold is fine. Okay, I'll dispose of your corpse because you weren't that bad. You were in control of a Dromora. I'd really like that Daikatana, but I can't carry it. So we've got a chest with intelligence, arcade the enemy, and would anybody like a basket? I guess there's going to be more than one wizard in here. Not what I was expecting, and I can barely see in front of me. Everything looks so flat, which is one of the negative parts about using Night Eye all the time. Anybody up here? It looks like there's something up there. Hi there. You gonna come and get me? Yes, you will. Oops. Okay, I did not avoid that. But you will not avoid these hits. Goldbrand is superior to you and your... what is that? A Daedric Longsword? Ebony Short Sword. Well, close enough. No Daedric Heart from him, however, so I will just leave his corpse and ignore it. Anything up here of interest? Why do I not have any magic equipped in my magic slot? Strangeness. But no bother. Okay, where are you, lady? Now we're back around the way we came from. Jump that, and still no locked or trapped objects. Openable objects, anyway. Man, where is this person? This actually goes a lot deeper than I was expecting. Hurry up and die so the poison wears off. Thank you. Somebody else hears me. What are you? Oh, Flame Atronach. Was not expecting to see one of you when she was able to summon a Daedroth. There we go. Kept saying item doesn't have charge, but I was like, oh, attack him already. I'm not seeing his health. It shouldn't say it doesn't have enough charge unless he's in range to be attacked, but nope. What are you doing attacking? You don't have any charge on this weapon. Well, that's what the rest of the weapon is for, stupid. But the item doesn't have enough charge. I don't know, I don't care. Just go ahead and attack him with the pointy end. That's how the swords work. The pointy end goes in the other person. And around this corner is another door, which is not locked or trapped. You look like the person I was sent to kill. Okay.
You'll soon be nothing more than a bad memory.
So, you remember me still? I don't have too much carry weight available. Okay, well, Glass Netch Dagger? That I've never heard of that before. Damage health 3 to 6 for 5 seconds. That's pretty good. I don't know if it's as good as the Jink Blade, but that's good. And a Wizard Staff! Yay! Don't have a whole lot of room for it. Fortify Unarmored and Levitate. Fair enough, that's a pretty darn good staff. An Ebony Staff too, which is explaining why it weighs so much. Expensive shoes, extravagant robe, and I'm overweight, of course. Well, I don't need that potion. I'll take it anyway, what the heck. And yeah, I can just dump your corpse. Oh, finally, something that requires some level of security skill to get into. Man, can you imagine going through this game and not having any skill in security? It'd be a nightmare when you come to all this stuff. It's like, okay, everybody's dead. Where is the good stuff? Then you come to the chest, which is locked and trapped, and you're like, shoot, why do you have to do this to me? And of course, the only way to get in then is to see whether or not you have the key by activating the chest. And then when you activate the chest, if you don't have the key, everything goes completely shot. The trap goes off, and you can't open it up anyway, and you're like, Now I'm poisoned and taking damage. Great. Just, how can you go through this game and not have any skill and security? I mean, it's detrimental to your health for starters. That kind of helps. Yeah, now I can move. So what else is in this area? Was there anything in the chest? No. I honestly could not remember if there was something in there. So, going to get ready with my recall spell. There it was. And now what have we got here? Fae Fulkin III. I thought we had read this book before, but apparently not. Conjuration went up. That's cool. Aside from that, Summon Flame Atronach. Scroll of Red Death. That sounds awesome. Kudos for naming that one. Urn has Grave Dust and Wickweed. Not bad. I can use both of those for alchemy. Scroll of Summon Skeleton. I'll probably sell that. Scroll of Healing. I'm sure I'll sell that. This urn has Elvirum Sty. I think that's a blind spell. Yep. Silence, Absorb Intelligence, Shield, and Restore Fatigue. Those are pretty cool, but not something I'll use. Some alchemy ingredients. Of course I can't move. Well, I should recall the Creeper. I'm going to sell off a whole bunch of equipment. I will see you guys in Balmora, and we will finish up this Wizard Staff quest. Okay, so it turns out I actually have my recall spell set up in Balmora. Who knew? Okay, Rannis Atheris.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Really, because you're a big jerk and I don't really care what you think anymore. I'm actually going to, before we get this thing started, where'd it go? There it is. I'm going to drop my wizard staff for just a second. Now that I don't have it in my inventory, she will think that we don't have one, and we can actually get the full details of this quest, which I think would be a little bit of interesting stuff. Yeah, that completely made sense. You have to have a wizard staff. Okay. I could sell you a wizard staff, but they are quite expensive at 5,000 septims. Actually, the one we have, its market value is 10,000, so that would be cheap, but she also knows of a former member of our order, Anarin, who may still have her wizard staff. Really, any wizard staff will do, but it is no crime to take one from a renegade and outlaw like Anarin. Anari, whatever. Last I heard, she was in the caverns of Sud. It is a cavern on the far west coast of Sheogorad, due west of Dagon Fell. There is an inlet west of Dagon Fell before you reach the real coast. The real coast? Okay. Do not be fooled by this. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that she was out there as a necromancer or a conjuration expert, along with her friend, who was one or the other as well. So now if we pick up the wizard staff and ask her about advancement, or I should say wizard staff. Maybe I'll ask about the wizard staff. So you have a wizard staff? Yes, that one will do. You are now ready for advancement. Oh, cool, thank you! Congratulations, you are now Kevin the Wizard. Yippee skippy. Can I get any more advancement? No, I cannot. Okay, well, that actually did take quite a while. My explanation at the beginning, I think, took up about 5 minutes, so oops, my bad on that. Next episode, we will do some Not Mages Guild work. It's something that's going to require a little bit of preparation from myself, so that'll take a while to get ready. But for now, thank you everybody for joining me for today's episode of Morrowind. I'm going to go dump the wizard staff in my house because I really have no more need for it. Come back next time and we will see what happens next. Well, you'll see what happens next. I already know what's going to happen next. See you then. Take care.